This is the Schwinn Horicon Sport. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh, I like this. Woo. Woo. Oh. Oh yeah. Schwinning all day. What's up, party people? Crazy Al Kane here on another adventure, another bike adventure. I'm out here in Massapequa, about to go take this Massapequa Bethpage Bike Path Trail to Bethpage State Park. And I got a new bike to check out. This is the Schwinn Horicon Sport. Horicon Sport right here representing. Just got this fresh out of Walmart. This bike costed $398. After taxes and all that stuff was like $420 something or $430 something like that. So under 500 bucks. Another flat bar gravel bike, which I really appreciate. You know, coming from being that I'm a BMXer and all that good stuff, having a flat bar gravel bike is a lot more fun than a drop bar one. But I haven't tried a drop bar gravel bike, so I need to do that next. Maybe I'll get another one of those Ozark Trails just to do that. Then, of course, we have on this bike here, we have the shifter, and I moved it over already. So that way I have all kind of room to play with the grips. And the grips are actually really good. They feel real nice. Some Schwinn branded grips. They feel a lot better than the Ozark Trail grips. The seat and seat post. We have the seat post here with a railed seat. Real nice and cushy, but I'm going to take this off because I don't like my seat post to be that high when I do more aggressive riding, so I need something that can actually go a little lower. So right now this is totally maxed out. It's going all the way down, so I need to get a seat post that I can actually push my seat all the way down. So I'm going to do that right away. You also have the seat with the Schwinn logo on there. And another cool thing I want to point out is the disc brakes also have the Schwinn logo in there. What? That's pretty fresh. Looks like this derailleur is a lot more hardcore than the derailleur on the Explorer G.1. So hopefully this doesn't fall off. It looks pretty sturdy though. It's pretty sturdy in comparison to the Explorer G.1. But another thing the G1 got going on over this bike is the chainstay on the G1's beefier. The seat stays beefier on the G1. I like the hydroforming on the G1 top tube a little better than this. This is a little bit thinner, not as thick in this area right here, but it is still hydroform, so it does have that extra support. We also have the oversized head tube, which is always good. A good oversized head tube is good. You also have your areas for putting some storage for cup holders. One here, one in the seat stay. Underneath, you also have something above, and you also have one here to hold bags and water bottles and all kind of good stuff. Colorway on the bike is pretty fresh. I like this. This is not bad. It's got this like a grayish type of colorway with black on the decals, and these decals are also embedded into the paintwork. It's not a sticker. It's not even a vinyl sticker. It's all smoothly on there, so it's either painted on or it's a water sticker. Most likely it's a water sticker. And this is a medium size. What I like about medium size is that the top tube on a medium sits a little lower than a large. A large would probably be up here. This one seems like it's a lot further down than on the Ozark Trail medium, which is really good because that way I can lower my seat post real low and have some fun on the bike when it comes time to ride aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It has the spaces for the better kickstand that you saw on the Ozark Trail. So if you're in the kickstands, you want to get a better one, you put one here. But we're going to take this off, and we're going to take that off, and we're going to get to riding. First things first, we got to get rid of this kickstand. It has got to go. No kickstands in my life. No. So that just saved me some weight. Get rid of that right now. I got my old trusty mongoose seat and seat post combo that I'm gonna put on, and I'll put it like this for now. Now it's nice and low so I can have some fun on the bike. Got a little BMX steez to it. Of course I gotta take this off now. Don't need that to go riding around with. Who needs that stuff? And the reflector's gotta go. Bike is actually looking better already. Looks better already, y'all. For real. All right, so let's get on it. Let's get on it and go. Oh yeah, this is definitely lower than the Ozark definitely lower. I can put my seat lower, which is really cool. So here we are on the path right now, right here in Massapequa. Gonna head to Bethpage. Check out the art. Pretty fresh. And we have a stream over here too. We could check out. That's the one cool thing about having a gravel bike, BMX bike, any off-road bike basically, is you can go explore. You don't have to be so on the road. You can go off-road and check some things out. So that's what's really cool about that. And over here they have a whole lake over here. Let's go check out the lake. Check out these wheels. The wheels are pretty fresh actually. I like the way the rims are. They got some nice Schwinn branding on it. Some nice deep alloy rims. At least I hope they're alloy rims. I'll put it up on the screen when you see it, because I haven't checked all the stats on this bike yet. And the spokes are really tight. Actually came from the store just like this. Like I only tightened up the stem. Once again, tightened up the stem and adjusted the shifter. That's all I did. Everything else is how it is, like the way it came. Now these cranks look a lot cheaper than the cranks that the Ozark Trail comes with. These are 170s. I think the Ozark came with 175s, if I ain't mistaken. Of course, you have a generic Euro bottom bracket in there. So eventually that'll have to get changed, because this right here is not made for any type of real business, but we're gonna put it through some business. Let's do the old drop test. Not too bad. Matter of fact, let's check out the derailleur right now and see what it's talking about. Not too bad on the derailleur. We're gonna find out when we're riding in the rough stuff. When we're riding in the rough stuff, we're gonna find out. So, since this is a cyclocross bike, I think I'm gonna start this ride off. On some dirt. And look at these views right here. Come on. Beautiful, y'all. Straight up beautiful. All right, let's get this party started, y'all. All right, so I do have my seat low. That's just how it's gonna go. Bike shifted pretty good just now. I'm gonna head up in this area over here. This is where we got some little gravel action going on. A little single track. Right now I'm in gear 7. Let's go break it down one. This is gear 5. That was gear 6. So this is gear 5 I'm in right now. This would be, on the Ozark, this would have been the BMX racing gear. Feels a little easier on this bike though. So it's probably not the same gear ratio as the other bike. Oops. Also, the brakes aren't that great, so I have to probably tune the brakes up. We have a duck crossing right here. I guess they were feeding the ducks. They were feeding the ducks. What up, y'all? What's poppin'? What's poppin', y'all? The ducks and the geese out here chilling. I gotta get through, party people. Y'all gonna let me through? Thank you, bro. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. All right. So we're gonna keep it moving. Yeah, the rear brake really needs some help. We got some more geese. We got seagulls in the mix. We got some people over here walking. More geese, ducks. How you doing? All right. It's a nice little spot to do a little riding at. Okay, here we go. Woo! The wheels on the gravel don't have the greatest grip. When I hit that turn, my front tire started to wash a little bit. That's not cool. I'm not sure if I like the handlebar position on here. Might have to make a little adjustment. It seems like they're in the right spot because they made it kind of foolproof. But I might want to rotate the bars. may want to rotate the bars. Because I like my bars to be a little bit more flat, more straight. So we'll see what's up with that. But right now, gear 5. Got a little brake rub. I didn't check my brakes, so they're rubbing a little bit, but it's all right. And we're just gonna cruise. And I have my seat real low right now. I might raise it up just a little bit. But acceleration wise, I don't know, this doesn't feel as fast as the Ozark. Nope, doesn't feel as fast as the Ozark Trail. But we are gonna make moves. Of course, the engagement on the hub is pretty much the same. Let me see. Yeah, the engagement on the hub is about the same as the Ozark. Nowhere near close to instant engagement. You hear that knocking? That's me. That's it engaging. See? You hear that? That's the engagement right there. It's a nice little bit of a delay before it engages. Not as bad as a free coaster, but not as good as a regular old freewheel that you would get for a different type of hub. So right now we just chilling, man. It's a nice day, beautiful weather, beautiful breeze going. It's really nice out. This is a really beautiful trail. If you haven't ridden this trail, you're definitely missing out. And it goes for a long way too. This is the Bethpage Trail, Massapequa Bethpage Bike Trail. I'll put the name of the trail on the actual video so you can see. Have a nice little chill out spot right here. It's really cool. You can see the fish. If there's any fish out, check out the stream. It's real nice. Real nice over here. Real nice. Now let's check out these rear brakes and see what the problem is. Oh wow. Okay, they really need an adjustment. The rear brakes definitely need an adjustment, but I don't have the time to work on that right now. But the rear brakes definitely need some adjusting. So I'm gonna raise the seat up just so I can have some compare the chill mode on this bike to the Ozark. Let's see, let me pull over for a second. Yeah, the brakes on here, like when I had the Ozark, I didn't have to do nothing really to the brakes except I just had to tighten up the brakes a little bit. But for the most part, the brakes were good money. On this bike, brakes are pretty whack. Out of the store, they're really whack. But you might just need to just adjust to make them better. So real quick, oh wow, look at this. So check this out. So that screws out to adjust, right? And it just slid back in for a second, but now it's not. So I'm gonna lock this in here. So that'll give me a little more brake action. But the way the brakes are pressing on, on the disc, it's actually bending them a little bit. If you can see that, it's kind of bending them a little bit. So this definitely needs to have some kind of adjustment done. Interesting. We're going to keep it moving because we want to ride the stock bike, see what it's capable of. I think the geometry on here is pretty good. And I did all that and I didn't raise my seat post. I might want to do that now. Raise up my post. Because this one you can sit nice and low, which means I have a lot of coverage when it comes to like riding at the trails and jumping and things like that. I have a lot of room down here to play with, which is really cool. So actually, before I raise the seat post, let's see what manual action feel like on here. I have to mention, I gotta straighten my bars. The bars are just a little bit crooked. A little bit crooked. I don't think I have any tools on me. That's how we roll. Woo. Yeah. All right, let's try to get a manual in. You know, with the cross bikes, with the gravel bikes like this, the geometry, it's not really made for manuals. Woo. Hard to get this one up. Let's see if I can get something out of it. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Let's try it again. Oh. Woo. Not easy. Not easy, party people. Oh, they got hills over there. I might come back and mess with them, that mound of dirt. All right, let's try manuals. Oh. Oh. Takes a little getting used to. Whoa. It keeps throwing me to the side. It's because of that geometry. I don't know. But it's one of those things where you gotta get used to the bike and then you'll be able to get it. I'm used to, you know, BMX geometry. So it's a different kind of, a little bit different kind of a ride when it comes to doing manuals. Now on the track, I could probably do it no problem. Going between rollers, probably jumps fine. But manual on the street, that's a different ball game. Let's see. Woo. Sweet spot. Oh man. You gotta get to the sweet spot and then try and hold it. There we go. Woo. Terrible. Terrible. There we go. Oh. Man, oh man. All right. So here we are at the first climb of the day. We have a little climb about to come up. I'm gonna keep it in 5. See how we do. Nice little incline right here. Nothing too crazy. Got the 170s on here, which kind of makes it easier to get your revolutions around. So climbing, no problem. In gear 5, all good. Let's check the cranks. Cranks are still tight. Yep. A little bit more of a climb here. Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna veer off to the right. I gotta show you the old stomping grounds. Even with the brakes tightened up, still pretty trash. Probably the brake shoes. But I want to show you guys where the old infamous Hooligan Trails used to be. A lot of great riders from Long Island started out here at Hooligan Trails, and I'm going to show you where it's at. Whew. Let's see. Oh, big old spider web. See if I can still get there. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's tight. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, oh. Still here though. Woo, woo, woo. Alright. Man, that was crazy. Alright, so here it is. The old Hooligan Trails. Where Hooligan Trails used to be. And some guys is making little jumps here, huh? That's what's up. But this whole area used to be filled with big old jumps. All the riders in Nassau County used to ride here. Lots of good times and great memories. But yeah, this is where Hooligan Trails, well, there's still Hooligan Trail, it just doesn't have the jumps. You had this line going this way, which had some big jumps here. It took you all the way down. So this straight is still here. This is one of the straights that was originally at the spot. Used to come down this way. What did they put here? A chair to make a ramp? You come here, you hit this berm, and this would kind of like bring you back to the beginning, because the beginning was like right here somewhere. You would start actually over here. Where this jump is where we kind of started at, which took you straight down. This was like the main line right here. But then there was like a big berm here. I think one or two of these trees weren't here before. You had, you know, Rob Morales, Soups, Matt Shannon. All the riders used to come here and ride this spot and build, make some incredible stuff here. All before we went to the cornfields. And the cornfields was the next spot everybody went to. There's technically trails back here though. Like if you're on a cyclocross bike, or on a gravel bike, or on a mountain bike, you got some joints here to play with. Like this right here. You got some things here. Some little obstacles. So let's ride around this joint. We got the bike here for it. It's a chair jump. Ooh. Bike makes a lot of noise when it hits the ground. And this feels heavier than the Ozark. This bike definitely feels heavier than the Ozark. You got these triples right here. And this Gear 5 isn't as good as the Gear 5 on your Ozark. It's still a little bit too easy. Got a little table here. Let's hit the table. Oh. Jumps pretty good. This is the launch. Ooh. Yeah, this bike definitely feels heavier. So there was some things that I instantly felt when I got on this bike that were different from the Ozark Trail. When I got on the Ozark, it was like instantaneously, I kind of like fell in love with that bike. This one here, it's nice, but I didn't like totally feel in love with it when I first got on it. It may be a placebo effect that I paid twice as much for this bike as opposed to the $258 Ozark Trail, or maybe it's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So this is heavier, at least it feels heavier than the Ozark Trail when you ride it. The tires aren't as grippy. There was a couple of points where I turned and I felt it slide out a little bit, so they're not as grippy. The brakes on here, just not as good as the Ozark, out the box, coming right out the store. So like I said, When I had the Ozark Trail, I took it right out the box, didn't do too much tuning up with it, and I was able to ride it and have no problems, and brakes was working fine and stuff. This bike right here, only thing that was loose was the top cap. The handlebars are a little crooked. As far as the brakes are concerned, the brakes, they don't work as good. The derailleur is cool, but it does make a lot of noise when you jump around. When you jump the bike, you do feel the weight a little bit more than the Ozark. So far the Ozark is winning out in comparison with this bike. But I really just got started with this one, and we're gonna do some more riding. Right on. Ooh. Oh, nice. You know what? Maybe if I move the log here, it could be a little jump. So I'll move this too. I'll move both of these. It might make a little bit of a dippy jumpy jump. Oh yeah. Ooh, that derailleur made some noise just now. That's a noisy derailleur. Try it again. Oh. Yeah. Woo. Oh. Definitely feel the weight on this bike. It doesn't like cut through the trails like the Ozark does, which is crazy, son. That's crazy. This bike should be cutting through the trails like the Ozark. Hot dang it. But we're going to keep testing it out. Of course, you know, like all these budget bikes, it can be upgraded to become a phenomenal bike. Geometry wise, feels good. Cyclocross bike. Cyclocross, I keep saying cyclocross because it ain't nothing but a cyclocross bike. Gravel bike, cyclocross. It's all the same stuff, basically. Just a different name. But yeah, so you know, you can always upgrade it and make it into the bike you want it to be. But as far as out the box, experience wise, the difference between this bike and the Ozark Trail is actually pretty significant so far. So let's see what happens here. This looks like a really cool section. I like this little section right here. Some nice gravel bike friendly trails right here. So Hooligan Trails became a gravel bike trail, basically. Let's see how we do, son. Hit this. Oh, woohoo. Oh yeah. Oh, a flat bottom. Oh, nice. It's a fun little line. Let's get some POV action to that. Ooh. Right here's a flat. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's go one more time on that bad boy. Yeah. Whoa. Not bad. Let's cut straight across. See what we got here. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. There's all kind of trails back here. Alright, it seems like it's kind of the end. It goes that way still though, but I do have more ground to cover. But let's go over here and see what we got. Oh, got caught out there. Nice little hill right here. Ah, that's where they have the parties at. Okay. All right. So here we go. About to head out of Hooligan. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. All right. Now we're about to head out of Hooligan. we're gonna continue with our trip. We got some places to go. Ooh. Alright. Woo. Alright. Back through this tight space. Woo. Nice. Oh boy. Going through here pretty fast. Woo. Yeah, the brakes on here. Brakes on this bike are trash. Especially for abrupt type movements. Okay. We are out of there. Woo! Alright. That was fun. Yeah, you basically can put some wait a minute, hold up. Another thing about having a gravel bike, it just makes you want to explore more, for real. Check this out over here. Nice. Somebody put a chair right in the middle of the pond here. They got a lot of fish out. I wonder if you can see the fish. All these little baby fish. I'll try and zoom in so I can see. But yeah, this is nice, man. Come here, chill for a minute. If you have the beach chair, get your beach chair out, sit here and chill for a little while. It's real nice. Let me check my arm here for ticks. I was all up in the woods. Alright. Let's continue with the mission. So we're gonna follow. So Bethpage State Park is 3.5 miles away. That's where we want to go. Bethpage State Park. And right now we're just cruising on the bike path. Real nice bike path. Now they have a hiking trail in the cut, just for exploration's sake. I might hop in one of those hiking trails, because you know, hiking trails and gravel bikes go hand in hand. So just riding the bike around like this, it doesn't feel as smooth as the Explorer G.1. It might be because of the tires. These tires are a little bigger than the Explorer. Explorer has some pretty thin tires on it. Could be the reason why. But it definitely feels slower than the G.1. Alright. And since I'm going to be traveling like this, I'll raise my seat post up a little bit. On some chill mode. I know somebody gonna be like, yo, why don't you get a dropper post? I don't want a dropper post. Personal preference. It is what it is, homie. Hey, you wouldn't have to stop. Doesn't bother me, so it shouldn't bother you. Nah, I mean. And then what I like about this seat post is I can put it nice and low. So when it comes time to jump on the curb or something like that, which I like to do, I can lower the seat, it won't be all in my way. That's more important to me than having to drop a seat post. I ride long distances with my seat post up this high, with it low. I've been riding like that for years. So it really does not bother me at all. Ooh, hold up. It's a little hill right here. Looks pretty cool. Little hill action. What's this about? Let's hit it. Whoa. Ooh. That was pretty cool. That was an abrupt drop. Let's do it again. Now, I don't have it in the right gear for this, but to go up this side. Oh, I did it anyway. Nice. All right, let's keep going. That was pretty cool. All right. So we are out. Yeah, I think the Ozark is a better bike for traveling long distance, in my opinion. Let me put this up in gear 6. See, gear 6, there's a big difference between 5 and 6 on this one. This feels like 7. Where are we at? Let me look at that. This is gear 7. So where is gear 5 at? It says 4 here. Hold up. Now I'm curious. The brakes are actually kind of jamming together. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. This is gear 5 for real. Alright, that's gear 5. This is 6. This is 7. And 8. So this little gauge here is not 100%. The gauge says I'm on 8 when I was on 7. So I can't really go off the gauge. As a matter of fact, it seems like this derailleur needs adjusting. Because when I went back to gear 7, it was having a hard time trying to figure it out. So there's that for $432 bike here. Having more problems with this bike than I didn't have any problems with the Ozark really. So there's that, party people. So right now I think I'm in 5 again. 5 feels pretty easy. I don't like this 5. I like gear 5 on the other bike, but not this one. Just a couple of things on this bike I'm just not really feeling. Yeah, this is 6. I need something between 6 and 5. That's what I need. A gear between 6 and 5. And I hope I have an Allen key. Well, somebody will have an Allen key. So I can straighten these bars out. They're a little bit crooked. That's my fault though. Not the bike's fault. Alright. So let me break down. Hold up, party people. We're gonna take the hiking path some little way. Too tempting. The hiking trail is the way we're gonna go. Oh yeah, here we go. We're on a gravel bike. We need to hit some of this single track up. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh, I like this. Put my foot down. With some foot down action. Oh. Woo! How come the lowest trees are on the turns? On the sides you want to turn on? Nice. Oh, this is nice. Woo! Just cruising. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me break it down in here. Might be a little more fun. Oh, so far the derailleur, the chain didn't come off. It's a workout. Oh. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh man, this thing goes on and on. That's dope. Woo, woo. Whoa, whoa. Sharpie. Oh man, that was good. Woo. That was cool. Woo! That was cool. Oh wait. Okay. I can ride with no hands on this bike. Couldn't do it on the Ozark. Could do it on this bike. Maybe the stem is too tight in the Ozark. That's probably why. Didn't feel like the stem was too tight. That has to be the reason why I couldn't ride with no hands on the Ozark. Oh, woo! That little path was fun. Switching back all over the place, that was dope. But the gears on this bike, those middle, those I say BMX racing gears aren't as good on here. It's kind of like either going too easy or too hard. There's nothing really good in the middle, especially when I was riding the switchback part. You know, I had the one gear, which was hard, so kind of made it a little hard to pick up speed and coast. And you had the easy gear, which was too easy, between gear 4 and 5. I think the Ozark Trail had a better selection of gears out of the 8. Both of these bikes have 8 speeds. But at the end of the day, this bike is fun as well, but I think the Ozark Trail is beating it. Alright. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put my Strava on. I just saw a mile marker. It says I'm at 4.7 miles. And totally forgot to put my Strava on. See how many miles we did on this bike. So I already did 4.7. So we'll have to add that to the thing. Let's get that in there. Come on, Strava. And we're almost at the park now. Let me make sure I turn off all the other apps, because my phone is maxed out on storage and stuff, and it acts real weird when I have all the apps on, or a lot of apps on. Strava starts miscalculating. I must have had about 3 or 4 rides recently where Strava didn't record the times right. And there was some nice long ones too. And Strava done messed it up. Well, my phone really, not Strava. All right. So we are on, I think I'm on 5. Hard to tell with this gauge here what gear I'm really on. Feels like it might be 5. All right, so this part of the trail, this part of the path, I mean, has some nice hills to climb and go down. And there's also some off-road stuff that I've never hit over here. I guess it's part of the hiking trail that go up and down the hill too. So see, this right here goes down. On the way back, I might hit that. Alright. So now I'm climbing. I shifted the gears down too. Taking full advantage of my gears. Such a nice ride though, man. Real peaceful, therapeutic ride. Have a nice little breeze blowing. Inside the woods here, riding the bike path. This is where it's at. Real nice. I think everybody should try this out. All my bike riders out there, my cyclists, people who like to explore and stuff like that. This is definitely where it's at, y'all. Lots of cool bike paths all over the place. All right, so let's get some speed going because we're about to go downhill. Yeah. Oh, see? So gear 6, 7, and 8 are sus right now. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments on the derailleur so it can be more accurate. Because right now it's not accurate and it's shifting on its own. So first gear all the way up to 5th gear is fine. But 6, 7, and 8 are funny styles. Woo! Beautiful, right? Got the golf course over there. Whatever with the golf course. Looks nice though. Grass just got cut. Looking real spiffy over here. Real nice. And we're getting closer. Well, we're actually in Bethpage State Park right now, basically. And now we got to get to the park section. One thing about having a high seat post and sitting down, it makes me lazy. I like to stand up a lot and sprint, things like that. But once I get too used to sitting down, I get lazy, want to sit down the whole time. It's not a good habit, not for me at least. I like to stand up a little bit, sprint. You're working out different parts of your leg muscle, you know, when you go between standing up and sitting down. So now we are climbing. Woo! I definitely feel the weight of this bike or something. It just feels sluggish. Woo! Climbing this hill, man, beat me up right now. Okay, almost there. Woo! Man, oh man. It's either that or I haven't been riding enough. Gotta start training some more. Alright. I mean, actually, all I've been doing is just riding. I haven't been training, like going to the gym and things like that. I've just been strictly riding. Okay. There's all kind of trails up in the woods over here too. We used to come out here. We used to come out here and it had a nice big old jump out here you could ride. That was pretty cool. A big old jump line out here. Oh, what are they doing over here? What's going on over here? Huh? They about to have an event out here, huh? Guess so. Guess a concert or something. Alright. Whew. We made it to the park, y'all. Okay, y'all, so the Schwinn Horicon Sport so far, it's been okay. It's not bad. It's a decent bike. It's just actually not as good as the Ozark Trail. You know, like I said, I have problems with the gears where they're changing. They just need to get adjusted. That's probably just because I came out the store and didn't check it out. So the Ozark Trail out the box, at least the one that I got, was better out the box. As far as that's concerned, the brakes on here are pretty trash in comparison to the Ozark Trail, and just in general they're pretty trash. The rear brakes are, so that might, you know, it's just stuff that you need to adjust when you get the bike. A lot of bikes come out the box, you got to give it the full inspection and get it checked out, and it should be fine. But some of the things that are a clear difference between bikes that makes them separates the two is this bike does feel heavier. It does feel slower than the Ozark Trail. The gear selection from 1 to 8 on here, for me, is just not as good. I like the gear 4 and 5 are probably the most important gears for me, the way I ride, and the Ozark Trail seems to have a better differential between 4 and 5 as opposed to this bike right here. So it's either going too heavy or you're going too easy with this 4 and 5. On the Ozark Trail, 5 is at a decent spot. It's kind of like a 44/16. If you're a BMXer, it's kind of similar to a 44/16, maybe slightly less than a 44/16, but not much. On this bike is a big difference. So you're going to either be spinning or you're going to be putting a lot of power into your pedal strokes. One thing I also like about this frame is that this medium top tube sits a little lower, so you can get your seat down a little bit lower and more out the way when you jump around and do things like that. I do like the way the rims look. I'm not sure if these are steel or aluminum, but if they're steel, it definitely adds to the weight of this bike. That's for sure. These cranks are really nothing to write home about, but you do have some Schwinn platform pedals, so it has the Schwinn logo on it. Schwinn branding on these pedals. They're not too bad, but you know, they don't grip as good as, you know, some good pedals are, but there's something to get you started. The cranks definitely are nothing to write home about. They're not the greatest, and they're loose right now. A little bit on the loose side. So I do have that going on. So I gotta be mindful of that. You have this hole right here, which is for a kickstand, which says low budget all day. So that's pretty much it as far as this is concerned. We're gonna get some more riding in though and see what else it can do. We're gonna take it through some more trails and stuff. There's some trails back here in the cut back here. I'm gonna go explore and see, check it all out. And hopefully I don't get lost, 'cause I've never ridden way back there. We used to have some jumps back there, some pit jumps and stuff, but I've never been any further than the pit jump. So we're gonna go explore that right now. All right, let's check it out. Woo, woo. Am I going the right way? Oh, woo. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. Oh yeah. There we go. Whoa. Oh. I don't know where I'm going, y'all. I'm just going. What's this? What's this? Oh, oh, oh. Okay. What's all of this? Oh man. What is this stuff they got here? Ugh. Well, this is some downhill mountain bike stuff right here. And I don't have the brakes for this. Yeah. This is where you get hurt at. I don't have no brakes for all this. Or pads. Oh wow. Got all kind of crazy stuff in here. Alright, we going down this or what? Let's go, son. Take your time. Ooh. Woohoo! Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you could tell how steep this is. It's pretty steep. And there's lots of roots. A whole lot of roots. Let's see what happens this time with the camera on. This way. Oh, oh yeah. And guess what, y'all? The chain didn't pop off. So the Schwinn derailleur, as loud as it is actually a better derailleur than the Ozark Trail. And that's probably where the money goes in for this bike, is the better derailleur, because derailleurs be costing a lot. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh. 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 Woo. 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 The one thing you definitely can't take away from this bike, it's a fun bike. Definitely a fun bike. Geometry on it is decent, fun. I wish you could turn a little sharper. Right now when you turn, you gotta really lean into it. So I wish it was a little bit of a steeper head angle, just so you can get some sharper turn action going on for some more abrupt turning. But yeah, this is fun. Where do I see it? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, nice. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to record that then now with the tripod. Might have to get some tripod action up in here now. All right, party people. Let's see what this jump is like here. Oh boy. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. That's crazy because you got this tree right here that's right in the way. It looked like somebody's trying to cut this down to make room. That thing will throw you right to the tree if you jump too far. This is real sandy stuff right here. Nice little berm. Got some roots going. Pretty sandy stuff. Going downhill, I know that much. We're just coasting on these trails here, man. It's real nice back here. Woo! Getting some nice speed going. Oh yeah. Switch back. Woo! Oh, look at this turn. Where am I going? Now I'm going back. Okay. This is taking me back this way. Let's just follow it back this way. Woo! Oh, Now I was gonna jump that log because I thought it went that way, but it actually goes this way. All right, now I'm wore out. I gotta chill. I gotta chill. But these are some nice trails back here. I like these joints. Perfect for the gravel bike. It's real nice. Whoa. Okay. So now we continue going this way. I'm about to get lost out here, y'all. Definitely about to get lost. Okay. Okay. I am by the parkway. I'm by the parkway right now. And we're going down. Oh. Alright. So I think this might be the main, oh gosh, it's really sandy over here. I think this is the main road that takes you north. I think this is the main path that takes you north. Heading towards Old Country Road and Jericho Turnpike because I'm next to the parkway right now. For the most part. There's all kinds of trails back here. It's crazy. I'm surprised nobody put like dirt jumps and stuff back here. There's all kinds of trails back here. Wow. I gotta start heading back though because I have more things to do today besides reviewing this bike. But man, I gotta come out here and do a full exploration. We got a lot of stuff out here. Woo! All right. I'm gonna raise my seat post. I'm gonna raise my seat post. Oh yeah. I know somebody right now is like, why doesn't he get a dropper post? It's only $100. Only $100 for a seat post. You will not catch me buying a seat post for nobody's $100. No, that don't make no sense to me. It is not that important, not that serious for me to have a dropper post. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. This is taking me behind the park. Pretty sure this is one of the openings that are in Bethpage State Park. Got arrows going everywhere. So if I keep going this way, I'll wind up on the bike path further north of the park if I keep following this route. Let's follow this route. They got arrows and stuff. I think they used to have like structures back here or something. We did a walk back here for my daughter's birthday years ago. My mom was still alive. We walked back here and checked out some stuff. I think that's where this goes. I think this may connect to the bike path again. Guess we're gonna find out today. Woo! It's really nice though, that's for sure. Real nice back here. Okay. Couldn't pick a better day to do this ride. It's like in the 70s right now. Nice little breeze, a little chill breeze too. Not cold, not super hot, not humid, not really humid. It's just like the perfect weather for this. I'm pretty sure I'm riding along the backside of Bethpage State Park. What is this over here? Yeah. Because that is, yeah. That's the building right there you catch when you're riding the bike path. I see it right there. The bike path should be straight ahead of me. The northern part of the bike path. So I'm about to do a circle in a second. Ooh. I'm about to do a big old circle. Funny looking circle, but a circle. Yep. That's exactly where this took me. So that path took me east. If I would have went to the left on one of those routes, it would have had me going north still. But that's good though. It's like northeast. But that's good because I need to head back. So now I'm heading back. Oh yeah. Brakes are squeaking because they're rubbing. And now we're heading back now. So we basically rode the perimeter of the park. There's a lot more to see back there. I'm gonna have to come back out here. Do some more of that. That was fun. That's a whole lot of fun. So now we're gonna have the wind blowing against us, heading back to Massapequa. I definitely feel that. It's not too bad though. Let's see. I'll go up one more gear. What do I got? This is all right. This is okay. This gear is all right. Went pretty far. Pretty far. I think this is 5. Gear 5, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful day for a ride. I should have got up earlier, so I could have done this and did something else. It's one of them days you want to get up real early and do a whole bunch of stuff. I like days like that when you just do a lot of things in one day. Ride your bike, go to the beach, do all kind of stuff. Let's take the single track here. Oh yeah. Woo! Fun. Nice. Wait a minute. We'll go straight, see what happens. Oh. All right, let's go this way. But I think there's some trail action over here too that runs alongside of the bike path. Let's see what we got. Massapequa Preserve, 4 miles away. Let's see if I can jump in on the bike path along this route. I know back there I could. see what we got. That's looking like a path. Well, I don't want to go back in the park like that. I still want to go that way. Let's see. Will that take me to the left? Nah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. There is a left turn. Boom, bow. Boom, bow, bip. There we go. Let's see where this takes us. Huh. Whoa. Takes me right back out. Oh no, wait a minute. Hold up. A little something here. Woo. Oh. Little jump. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Wait a minute. Don't take me down the hill. Do not want to go downhill. I would like to keep going with the bike path. That would have been fun. But that is not the mission today. Is there anything that can veer me back off? Nope. I gotta go back this way. But that was cool. Next time I come, I'll play around with that. Had a little tabletop jump right there, which is cool. But we'll exit out this way and we'll keep on the path. Whew. That was fun. I gotta do that again too. I have a lot of things to do. Next time I come out here, I'm gonna go out and explore the whole place. I think I'll take the Ozark next time. See how that is on the Ozark. Alright, so we are out. Woo! Going downhill now too. Yeah, this is nice. Alright, so the gears aren't bugging out right now. I have it on 8. Ooh, look at this turn. Woo! Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are cruising. That wind is blowing against me like crazy. That wind's blowing. Nice little climb here. My legs are worked out though. My legs are done. I'm pretty sure there's a trail goes off to the right of this. I am pooped. That took me out. Those hard gears. Definitely helps with getting power in my legs. Definitely need some power in my legs. Right here. Woo. Oh no. Oh no. We have a down tree. Oh, there you go, buddy. No worries. Ooh, a little berm. Oh, a little jump too. Woohoo! and we're back on the path. That was fun. There's a little dropper right there too. But I haven't seen this before, so I didn't want to do it. It's always good to take a look at what you're about to hit when it comes to stuff like that, so you don't wind up taking yourself out. Alright, so we're on our way back. We are on our way back. Thank you. We are heading on our way back, y'all. So far, the bike's holding up well. Holding up well. It's doing a decent job. All right, who's still with me? Who's still with me? Still watching? Let me know in the comments. This was a pretty long one too. Nice visuals, but not as much going on as in the city. So yeah, let me know who's still with me on this exploration of the Massapequa Preserve bike path, or Bethpage State Park bike path, whatever they call it. Exploring the park, exploring the path, taking the little hiking trail lines and stuff, and reviewing this Schwinn Horicon Sport. Having a good time on this bike. I don't think it's as good as the Ozark as far as this ride quality, speed, and weight, but it's still a fun bike to ride. Cyclocross, gravel bike, flat bar, which I really I like this better than a drop bar. Since I ride a BMX bike, of course I'm gonna like it better than a drop bar. But I do have to get a drop bar bike and try it out too, on the gravel tip. But yeah, check it out. Schwinn. Schwinning all day. The Horicon. It's holding up. Just needs a little tweaking as far as tightening up and adjusting some of the parts, like the derailleur needs to be adjusted, brakes need to be adjusted, but I don't think they work good anyway. Might just be the brake pads. Get better brake pads and you'll be all right. Maybe I should go on that part of the trail. Let's go on there. It's gonna be weird with the camera in the front, but let's go in the trail here. Woo. Woo. Oh yeah. It's gonna bounce around a lot, pretty much. Yeah, I can't ride real aggressive when I'm riding with this thing on the handlebars. Flops around a lot. Woo. Make sure this is tight. All right, here we go. All right, so we're just taking the hiking path, using it as a gravel trail real quick. That was cool. That was fun. Woo. And we're almost, we're about halfway back. Let's pick up the pace. All right, so I got the reflector on here. You see the reflector? I didn't have a Phillips head to take this off, so I gotta take this off. Or else I wouldn't be able to put the mount on the front to give it this perspective. All right, let's go. All right, we are Audi 5000. It's a fun trail to go fast on. Get your speed going. Definitely a fun trail. Whoa! Here we go. Break down the gears now. Break down the gear. There we go. I just hope this mount doesn't break on me. All right. Now we getting it. We getting it on, y'all. Some single trail action. Uh-oh. It's real rooty over here. But we still good. We're getting some good speed up in here too. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Woo, 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 woo. The camera is still hanging on, y'all. I know it's going crazy. I wonder how this is gonna look, because this camera is just flopping around all over the place. Woo. But the one thing that this bike outshines from the Ozark Trail is the derailleur is better on this bike. Most definitely. The chain hasn't come off yet, and I've been hitting some pretty bumpy spots. The chain definitely would have came off of the Ozark Trail by now. Oh yeah, especially in a spot like this, where it's just really, really rooty at. Oh, a nice turn here. Oh yeah, that's a nice turn. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Ooh, lots of roots. I'm just really nervous for my camera. Really don't want to be replacing lenses yet. That would not be fun. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wow, that one caught me off guard. Ouch. They got a bridge. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. That one came up unexpectedly. Was not ready for that one. Okay. Roots. Lots of roots. Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, y'all. Definitely want to do that again with the camera on my chest so I can go a little faster. But yeah, that was fun. All right, time to climb. All right. Woo. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Woo. I think it's like a path to the left somewhere. I never take it though, because I never really have a reason to. This is it right here. Oh, this is it right here. Let's go. Oh God. Oh, lots of sticker bushes. Oh, ooh. Somebody needs to manage this area. It is not well maintained. That's for sure. Oh man. Whew. Very rooty. Lots of roots. That was crazy. Oh, that was wild. That was a wild one. They gotta cut the trees down a little bit, the little shrubs down. That'd be really fun. Alright, so we are out. We are out. Getting closer to our destination. Oh yeah. Get my speed on now. Alright. Moving and grooving. So yeah, like I'm saying, this is a really nice ride, and this is only part of it. It actually goes even further north, this bike path. I think it ends at Jericho Turnpike it ends. But I think it continues even further. Must be some, maybe, you know, an actual gravel trail or something. I'm gonna have to do that too. Have a lot of things I have to do. A lot of adventures to go on. Exploration. Whew. So much fun though. And this trail is nice because it has like a lot of little places where just real tranquil, nice looking spots, you know? Boy, oh boy. Twisty roads. Got the stream next to you here. Got a couple of lakes and ponds that you can go past. Real nice stuff. Oh yeah. Now somewhere along here, there's a low-key skinny, goes over the water. It's made out of concrete. And you can go right over the water on this skinny. I think the last time I tried it, I had to put my foot down right into the water. I might try it today though. It's coming up soon. We gonna see. We gonna see where it be. There it is. The skinny. The skinny. What makes it tricky is that there's a gap. There's a gap in the middle. On the BMX bike, I'm able to jump over it. I might have to just rough it over it with the gravel bike. Let me see, let me put it in the low gear so I can get through it nice. Let's see. Wow. So it's not even going into the low gear, it's good. I think this will be alright. Alright, let's go for it. Oh yeah, made it through. Nice. Oh, I made it through one way, but I gotta get back through the other way now. Now this is where it might get tricky then now. Let me aim right for it. More trails down here too, going this way. All right. Let's see what we got going this way, party people. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see if I can do it now. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that time was a no-no. There we go. Oh boy. I had to put my foot down though. Whew. That was fun. Now that was fun. That's the cool thing about having one of these bikes is that you can do stuff like that. You can do it on any bike, you know, BMX bike, you can do it on a mountain bike or whatever. But, you know, this bike you can also do it on, which is fun. Fun. Because personally, I like hardtails, rigids. Because I have a BMX background, which is technically a rigid. And a hardtail. And a single speed. A gravel bike is the same thing. It's a hardtail. It's not a single speed. It's a hardtail and a rigid. And a road bike. And a rigid mountain bike. So it's all of those things. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could do on this path here. Go out and explore. Veer off the path. Check out some of these B lines and C lines they have in here. Have a nice little fun trip if you like to do stuff like that. If you have a bike like this, or you know, a bike that's made for that type of stuff, definitely come out here and explore. So let me know what you think about this bike so far. Anybody has this bike? What's your opinions of it if you have one? The Schwinn Horicon. Let me know what you think about this bike. Still under $500. Still a fun bike. Definitely upgradable. So can't be mad at that. I still have more to do on this bike, like taking it to the trails and the pump track, to jet line, to the BMX race, or just a BMX track. See how it does. Maybe I'll race with it too, just to see in comparison how I do with this bike as opposed to the other bike, the Ozark Trail. See which one I do better with in this stock form. So be on the lookout for that. Of course, we're gonna have some more, hopefully some more ride outs will happen. Definitely gonna ride in the city. Gonna keep the riding content coming to y'all. I see that you guys are really appreciating and enjoying these bike rides, just like I enjoy them. I like filming them. I like talking to y'all. And I like doing these rides. I've been doing it pretty much all my life, riding like this, doing long distance on bikes that people wouldn't think are good for long distance. But now I'm bringing those experiences to you. And between YouTube and Strava, it's really pushing me to do more riding like this and get more creative, which is just adding more layers of fun to my experience as a cyclist. Yeah, so like I was saying, it just adds to the fun of the cycling experience. You know, sometimes there'll be things that I'll see that I wouldn't even think of riding because whatever, you know, going through your day, being busy or whatever, or trying to get back to the trails and work on building the trails up. But now when I see stuff, I take the time out to do it. And it's a lot of fun. Like now I want to ride all the bike paths, all the bike lanes. I want to find little trails here and there. They got a trail in the cut over here too. There's trails everywhere. And I really think, you know, the cyclocross, I keep saying cyclocross, the gravel bike really opens me up to want to do that type of stuff. Look at this right here. See this? See the views? Come on now. Now, yeah, you can see these views by walking. But man, I've seen so much stuff in one day just by riding. You get to make your day way more full seeing all this stuff in one day, as opposed to only seeing partial stuff like this by walking. And walking is great and all, don't get me wrong, but riding is so much better. Really get to see a lot of stuff. And we're gonna take one more little dirt path right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the final stretch, y'all. Oh, look at those views over there, huh? Beautiful, right? Man, loving that. Whew. All right, y'all, so that's it. Back to where I started. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Who's still with me now? Who's still with me now? Let me know. Right here, sugarcane.com. Maybe I should give you guys a t-shirt or something. The first person to comment and say they stayed with me until the very end, the first person that comments and say they stayed with me to the very end, maybe I'll send you a t-shirt. I don't know how you communicate on YouTube that way, but yeah, they don't have DMs on YouTube. But anyways, the first person who gets to the end and leaves a comment and says, I'm here at the end, hashtag made it to the end, I'm gonna send you a sugarcane t-shirt, all right? All right, so this is Crazy Alkane, sugarcane.com, CACTV, and I'm out. Back to, oh, hold up. All right, y'all, so this is the Schwinn right here, the Horicon, made it through. How many miles did I do? Okay, 11.3 miles. We have to add 4.7 to that, which will make like 16 miles. So I did about 16 miles today. Word. All right, cool. So here we are, the first 16 miles on the Schwinn Horicon. Went pretty good. It has some good things about it, some not so good things about it in comparison to the Ozark Trail. But standalone, it's nice. Twice the price of the Ozark Trail. Well, almost twice the price of the Ozark Trail. I had fun. So let me know what you guys think of this bike, about this review. Want to see some more reviews? It's gonna be tough because I can't keep buying bikes. I gotta get a connect at some of these bike manufacturers so I can get some bikes and try and review them. Non-biased reviews, of course. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. What you think I should check out next. What do you want me to do on this bike next? I will be doing everything I did on the other bike with this bike next. But always good to hear your feedback, and thank you guys for checking out the videos and giving me your feedback and leaving comments. It's definitely motivate me to do more. All right, it's Crazy Alkane and I'm out. Back to you, Billy.